That's beautiful.
I agree. This is just like makes everything worth it. We got to camp, and instead of just drinking water for the night, I was going to do a noon. So I just thought we would kind of talk about other options real quick besides water. So we have both Scratch Labs and Noon. Noon is one of our favorites because it's a bit fizzy, so it's kind of like, I don't know, kind of like a soda, but it's like not a soda, it's way better. The one that we have is immunity support. So it has electrolytes and antioxidants in it, and given everything going on with COVID, could never go wrong with some more antioxidants. So they look like this, little tabs, and you do two for 32 ounces, which is what I have in here. But these are great though because it helps replenish the electrolytes that you're losing during the day. You can drink them like while you're exercising, like hiking, or at camp, which is kind of what I decided to do for today. So we are at Indian Bar. Beautiful area. Like I said yesterday, we were supposed to camp at Summerland but didn't make it there. And after talking to a ranger and everything, unfortunately we are kind of feeling like today or tomorrow, kind of depending on arrangements, we might have to get off trail, unfortunately, like for good for the Wonderland Trail. The reason being, in order for us to make up the mileage and get back on track, we would basically have to do a 13-14 mile day today to get to sunrise, which would mean we would have to do two of the most steep inclines. So that would be like a huge day. And then if we weren't able to make it there, we would be stopping at White River, which is kind of what we're thinking. We're going to stop at White River. Hopefully, we'll talk to a ranger and kind of figure something out. He said, the ranger that we had spoken to already, he did say that they have like ravens that'll take people. So we're hoping if we can get to White River tonight, then early morning, sunrise tomorrow, and we can get a ride back to Longmire. It's definitely disappointing, but you know, the way we're kind of looking at it, it's just like, this has just been completely brutal on the body. Ben's knee is really acting up and hurting because he's had injuries on that in the past. We don't want to do something to put ourselves in harm, you know, or anybody else. Unfortunately, we just really feel like a 9-10 day plan would have been way better than 8 days. So. So Ben and I are officially off trail. We ended up hiking a little over 8 miles from Indian Bar this morning back to Box Canyon. And then from there, we just kind of waited around. We talked to a couple people. We didn't want to ask anyone for a hitch just because, I mean, we're in the middle of a pandemic, so it definitely is not appropriate. Not considerate of other people and their safety. I wouldn't want my parents or other people doing that. But this one family walked by and they were kind of joking, like, "Oh, we're heading to Longmire, hop in the truck." And we were like, don't tease us. We're waiting for a ranger to come get us. And they were just so kind, and they actually ended up letting us hitch a ride in their truck bed. So thankfully, Ben and I were able to get a ride back to Longmire pretty quickly. It was like less than an hour of waiting. So that was definitely a new experience for us. Our first hitch, our first official like trail magic, if you will. So even though we were getting off trail, but it was still so nice. And we tried to pay them, and they were just like, no, please, like, no, we don't want it. And then ironically, we ended up seeing them at the lodge we're staying at. We were supposed to be staying at Nisqually Lodge, but since we got off trail, you know, obviously a couple days early, we had to cancel those reservations. They didn't have anything tonight, so we're staying somewhere else, which I don't remember honestly what this place is called, but I will post it in the video here though, because it is honestly super nice. There's like a little trail, there's a little pond here, kind of see. So it's really nice. The rooms are super, super nice. There's a lot of outdoor seating, all spaced out. So Ben and I just kind of walked around the property. There's like this little tiny like waterfall thing that you can't really see from here. But it's like way back there though. So that was really nice. And then we are going to, I think, the Blueberry Cafe or something like that to get some dinner. We're getting burgers probably because we were starving. And then luckily we were able to get our flights changed and all that, so that's kind of where we're at for our experience with Wonderland Trail. It's definitely been pretty wild, a totally different experience than we were expecting for sure. I think, you know, this definitely did not deter us from wanting to thru hike. If anything, this just gave us more motivation to train harder and to, you know, just really figure out like what suits us best. So we definitely, you know, I definitely plan on doing the Superior Hiking Trail next year. Sorry, Ben was just coming out. They're about to get dinner. But yeah, so I definitely want to do the Superior Hiking Trail next year. Still the plan. It definitely just gives us, you know, things to work on. It's all learning experience, so